I 30F met my now husband, 30M, while studying in Europe. We are both African, but from 2 different countries. He proposed 18 months ago. While wedding planning, we realized what a logistical nightmare it would be to have everyone we want there in one place. After much consideration, we decided to have a ceremony in all of places most important to us. My country, his country, and the country we live in. The first stop was in my country, where we had first a marriage ceremony as my parents' homestead, then a European-style white wedding. It was a large affair as my parents went all out on the wedding and invited lots of people. Next was in my husband's country, and it was oh so beautiful. His mom had a traditional bridal gown made for me, and I felt so loved and welcomed by his family. It was another big celebration as his parents did the same thing as mine. Finally, we returned to Europe where we had a small ceremony with about 60 people. It was by far the most lousy, but still a nice ceremony. We self-funded this one, and our parents paid for the ones in their respective countries. We had a 2-week holiday before coming back to start new jobs. It all lasted 8 weeks from start to finish. The only consistent guests were our immediate nuclear families, as we didn't want to put anyone out. We made one Instagram post captioned, "What's better than one wedding?" A music reference, with 10 pictures from across our ceremonies and 1 from our honeymoon. I had a catch up with my friend on return and found she'd gotten engaged while we were back home. I congratulated her and was happy for her, asking if she had started planning the wedding. She said yes, but money was tight and she's had to do it on a budget. She asked for my support given the summer I'd just had and asked me to be in her bridal party. I said of course, and I'd help her plan a great wedding that won't break the bank. I've been sending her messages of Pinterests and TikToks I see of budget-friendly ideas for her wedding. She's been blue-ticking me for a while, so I asked if everything was okay. I got a massively long paragraph telling me I'm a bad person. I had 4 weddings where she can barely afford one. I'm sending her tacky DIY things when I had a classy ceremony. I did not offer to help her pay for her wedding when I can clearly afford 4 weddings and a honeymoon. I'm a bad friend for even letting her get to this point. I am spoilt and privileged and so ungrateful. I left her on read for a day because if I'd responded straight away, I'd have cursed her of her name. She sends me aggressive texts asking if I have nothing to say, which is comical given she'd been leaving me on read for ages. I replied and said, "You're clearly dealing with something right now. I'm going to give you space to face your demons. Come back to me when you're ready to be an adult and have a rational conversation." She said I was condescending and unfeeling. I blocked her to maintain my peace. AITA?